So you might have heard that Donald Trump is on trial. Today was the first day of the trial, and there were opening remarks, and we heard from a first key witness. Donald Trump was absolutely livid before and after the trial, and he was truly just unhinged. You got to listen to these statements he said. He gave a prediction that New York is over.
And I have plenty of money to put up, but nobody is going to be putting up with this. Nobody is going to be listening or coming to New York anymore. Businesses are going to be fleeing because people are treated so badly. It's got to be the most unfriendly place to do business, and that's why businesses are leaving and people are leaving as migrants come in and take over our parks and our schools and everything else.
Criminal defendant Donald Trump could not be more wrong. New York has seen an increase in population growth, so much so that literally a housing crisis. There's just not enough homes for people to live, and rent has not ever been higher. And Donald Trump, just because you don't want to be there anymore, doesn't mean other people don't enjoy it. And secondly, this clip of him breaking his gag order again, going after a defendant, Michael Cohen. Watch this.
In terms of his representation, but he represented a lot of people. But he puts in an invoice or whatever, a bill, and they pay and they call it a legal expense. I got indicted for that. What else would you call it? Actually, nobody's been able to say what you're supposed to call it. If a lawyer puts in a bill or an invoice and you pay the bill, and in the book, it's a little line. That's a very small little line. I don't know if you could even write more than 2 words. It's not like you can tell a life story. They marked it down to a legal expense. This is what I got indicted over. Think of it. I got indicted. I'm the leading candidate. I'm beating Biden. I'm beating the Republicans now. I have the nomination. And this is what they try and take me off the trail for. That check's being paid to a lawyer. He is a lawyer, or was a lawyer. And also the things he got in trouble for were things that had nothing to do with me. He got in trouble, he went to jail. This had nothing to do with me. This had to do with the taxi cab company that he owned, which is just something he owned, and medallions and borrowing money.
Now, the thing he is talking about there, just like a legal expense, a business expense, that's actually, the problem is that it's fraud. And what the criminal trial is going to prove is that Donald Trump knew about the fraud, he instructed the fraud, and that he was part of the reason why Michael Cohen went to prison. And pretty soon, Donald Trump, you are admitting these crimes on some level, and two, you're also going to go to jail.